Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is Tara with Divine Reads, and I am doing a current energy for the Divine Masculine. I've already been shuffling, so I'm just really going to finish up here. And goodness, cut the cards, get started. Alright, so the overall energy for the Divine Masculine, Star card. So this could be healing, right? Growth, opportunity, spirituality. I am feeling like the Divine Masculine is working on himself. Alright, here with this Nine of Wands, I'm feeling like he's a little confused, okay? Confused about his Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, happiness, and this is in regards to the Empress, okay? So this could be the Divine Feminine, or this could be some sort of other situation that he could have going on, okay? Let's do some clarifications. Nine of Wands. Yeah, see, for me, this version of the Nine of Wands always kind of speaks to trickery, you know, possible witchcraft, some negative energy, and it was clarified with the Devil card, toxic connections, toxic people, toxic energy, confused about a connection that he has with someone who he may feel is toxic, okay, and wanting to walk away here with this Page of Wands. Let's clarify the Ten of Cups. Eight of Cups fell out during the shuffle, right? I feel like the Divine Masculine may be feeling like he has already walked away from his Ten of Cups, which could be the Divine Feminine, okay? And this was about like a really strong offer of stability, emotional support, and happiness, okay? So why is the Empress here? Clarifying the Empress is the Queen of Cups. So a compassionate, loving queen, possibly a Cancer, okay? And this person may be offering the Divine Masculine something. So a relationship, she may be offering him financial stability, money, right? Investment, okay? So this could be a business relationship. This could be, you know, a long-standing commitment. But I also see two queens out here. So there's two queens and the Empress. Okay, so this may be three people in the Divine Masculine's life. Whether these are romantic partners, or whether these are just, you know, special feminine influences in his life. The Divine Masculine is having to make some sort of a judgment, okay? And he is kind of praying. He's in solitude about what he's going to do about this situation. Because here you have this tricky relationship here that is not grounded in anything stable. you have here a relationship that he acknowledges as fulfillment, but he's already walked away from it. He's already left someone behind. But then over here, there's 3 different feminine energies that he's thinking about and making a judgment about. So what is this judgment that the divine masculine is needing to make? So the divine masculine may be currently at a crossroads, okay? This divine masculine is at a crossroads. There's some emotional fulfillment that he's walked away from. There's some really significant love that has been lost, okay? Something that he may have turned his back on. Something that he may have rejected. But I'm getting the sense that the divine masculine is wanting to make some sort of offer, but it's not a big offer. Like, he's not sure, what he has to offer, how much he has to invest, and it really looks like he's trying to make a decision between 3 people. So I don't know if this is like mom, girlfriend, wife. I don't know if these are family members, if these are friends. But the divine masculine is really having some emotional blockages here regarding the people that he has in his life and what he's been investing in. Okay, so he's looking at this situation with a really dark set of eyes. He doesn't really see a way out of this. He doesn't have a plan right now for this situation. Down here at the bottom, I have the Judgment card, I have the 6 of Pentacles, and I have Strength. So through this transformation that the divine masculine is going through, right, he's been giving to 2 situations, okay? And the divine masculine may be being called to have strength and perseverance during this time because he's not sure what to do. He's not sure of where to go. He's just trying to kind of hold on to everything until he makes a final decision, or possibly until, God shows him the signs for what he's supposed to do. But I get the sense that it's not that he's not being shown, but maybe that he's just not listening, or he's not paying attention because he's focused on the wrong stuff. But it's interesting to me that there are so many cups out here because the divine masculine isn't usually so emotional in my readings. I usually don't see this many cups, but all of these are like the bad cups, right? So walking away, leaving someone to carry a burden for him, this is turning his back on a situation and not being able to see the love that is there. This is like emotional stagnation. This is contemplation. This is, not wanting an offer, rejecting it, or afraid of being rejected. But the Knight is like, I want to move forward in something, but I'm not sure how. I don't have a lot emotionally to offer, So it's like he kind of wishes that he had more emotionally to give, but he may very well just be tired, especially if you're juggling any 3 women. Doesn't matter who they are, Women are very delicate creatures, and we've got a lot going on. And so if you have 3 women in your life who you're juggling, either way, you're tired, right? So what's up with this Judgment card? Knight of Cups again. This Knight of Cups is signifying maybe that part of what the divine masculine is doing right now could simply be drinking, right? He could be drinking because he's stressed. But the divine masculine could also be maybe being a little selfish right now, tending to himself, focusing on himself during his time of transformation. He's thinking about his future, I don't know how much planning he's doing. It's definitely on his mind, but he could just be working on releasing, like, you know, the burdens of the past, thoughts of the past, emotions of the past, things that have kept him down, things that have kept him sad or in a negative energy, and wanting to let those things go, right? So let's check out the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles is clarified with the Sun. So the divine masculine could very well just be happy right now with juggling the situation. He could be happy right now that he's able to help provide for two situations, right? He could be realizing that his happiness is with one of these situations, right? And at the bottom of the deck here with the King of Swords, he may be realizing which one of these situations he needs to cut off permanently. Excuse me, I have a little cold. Cut off permanently in order to gain his happiness, okay? The Strength card, excuse me. The Strength card is going to be clarified with High Priestess. So if the divine masculine is a Leo, I got the Sun and the Strength card. The divine feminine could be a Leo, Sun, Strength. High Priestess, right? Intuition, clarity, spirituality, balance, right? Being able to be strong and persevere in becoming strong in both the 3D and the 5D world, right? So being grounded enough here on earth, but also being able to tap into his divinity. And this is what he's currently being asked to do. But in this journey, right, he's having to now identify all of the toxicity that's in his life. All of the things from childhood to adulthood that have burdened him, traumatized him, things that he's learned, things that he's seen, things that have put him in contact with people who have not been for his highest good, right? And he's being asked to make judgments, not about these people necessarily, but about himself, right? About his actions, about his thoughts, his communication, his beliefs. He's needing to be strong enough to be real with himself and listen to his own intuition, his own inner voice. It's not enough just to pray, right? But you have to be willing to listen to the answers that you've asked for, right? So you can ask God for anything, at any time. But when you ask God for clarity, when you ask God for guidance, when you ask God for wisdom, you have to be prepared for the answers. Because 9 times out of 10, they look nothing like what you think they will, right? So the divine masculine is learning how to listen to God. He's learning how to mend himself. He's learning how to heal himself. Okay? Yeah, it would be really nice if you can just, wave this magic wand, right? And get your healing. Right? So here with the Strength card, right? She's holding a wand. She's lifting it up, to the heavens, to God, to spirit. She's asking for strength. She's trying to manifest it, right? But she's got to do the work. You got to do the work. You can't just be healed, right? You have to heal. It is an intentional thing. It is a purposeful journey to heal yourself from heartbreak, especially heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak, right? That's not just something that anybody can bounce back from. Our hearts are very sensitive. We're gentle people. And I think that the divine masculine is becoming a gentler person, maybe within, even if he doesn't know it, even if he doesn't necessarily recognize it. He may be feeling different emotionally at this time, right? He's starting to understand, right? Secrets are coming out. These could be secrets about himself, secrets about his feelings, things that he wasn't tapped into before, are starting to be revealed to him, okay? I feel like he's getting like small little synchronicities, and he's starting to recognize them, like he's seeing them more often as he's been looking within, looking at himself, like really looking at himself in the mirror. But this is all, divinely guided. I always take this as like spirit animal, right? So even on hermit mode, going within, being by oneself and reflecting, he's never truly alone. Okay? There's always an angel. There's always a spirit guide there walking with him on his journey, even in the coldest moments here with the snow, right? Even in the coldest moments where he feels the most alone, when he feels like he may be surrounded by snakes, he may be feeling like he's surrounded by people who don't really love and care for him, okay? He's trying to learn how to balance himself emotionally. Divine masculine may be dealing with like an angry demon within. There may be things that he's angry about that he's trying to go within and balance. He may have simply just decided that emotionally he was completely drained, and he's starting over, and he's having to fill his cup, drop by drop. And every day, he may become a bit more tuned into his emotion than the day before, or weekly. I know for myself, each week, I feel like I grow a little bit more spiritually in my journey, and I feel a little better every week than I did the week before. And when I reflect on that and I look at it, it kind of makes me emotional just to even recognize it and see it. Like, it's awesome, but it can feel very overwhelming, right? So the divine masculine is feeling like he is competing, like he may not measure up to something. I feel like he's not really sure of himself just yet, but I feel like both of these energies are the divine masculine, and so he's competing with himself at this time, right? If I look at, the guy over here, he looks very strong and competent. He looks very sure of himself, and this other guy over here, he looks kind of battered and bruised and beaten up. I'm kind of getting the vibe that the divine masculine is not as sure of himself as he makes it look on the outside. He may be very insecure. He's wanting to learn to be this king of wands, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but he's wanting to be a good leader. He's wanting to be faithful. He's wanting to be strong. He's wanting to be, all of the things that he would want for his divine feminine, right? But I got the Two of Cups, and this one is maybe the divine masculine just needs a really good embrace. He really just needs a hug. He wants to feel the love, and he may miss, someone really special, whether this is the divine feminine or not. Maybe this is something, from his childhood, where he didn't receive a lot of love. But I'm noticing in this picture the way that he's embracing her, and holding her head like this is a really intense moment, and they've kind of fought and worked so hard to be together, and he's really just wanting to take care of her. They've missed each other. So I feel like he's missing her right now. He's wanting to give her the world. He's wanting to offer her a brand new life, okay? He is wanting healing. He's wanting to cleanse himself. I even get the energy of like baptism in the Christian faith, and just becoming one with God, becoming one with nature, becoming freed of like, the things that bind us, in this world. So let's see. The divine masculine needs a little advice. So let's pull 3 cards for advice for divine masculine. 3 cards for the advice for divine masculine, please. 3 cards. We got the King of Pentacles. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. And we've got the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles. So divine masculine may be either in the energy of being single, right? He may want to become single, or he may be thinking about someone who is single, right? Okay, so with the King of Pentacles here, we're focused on money. We're focused on, abundance. We're focused on, being able to handle things financially, take care of things, being stable, being grounded, still juggling, but we are juggling being stable and grounded and being emotional, and coming in with this small offer, Page of Cups, and the divine masculine is preparing to make some sort of offer. I feel like he's not sure what he wants to do, right? So on one side, he's building up for self, okay? For self. He's in this energy where he's, being selfish. Remember with that Knight of Cups, kind of taking it in, right? Doing for him. But on the other hand, he wants to make an offer, okay? But it's a Page of Cups offer, so nothing grand, but he's wanting to come toward his divine feminine. Okay, and so maybe this week the divine masculine decides to do both. Maybe he's trying to figure out how he can do both. But I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards here for divine masculine for his advice, and we'll see what we get. Compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others. Focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. And be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. This is pretty cool. So what I see is this is like duality for me. So this compassion, 2 things. I feel like this is one, the compassion that the divine feminine has been sending to the divine masculine. He is feeling this, and he is now mirroring this feeling. This may be something new for the divine masculine, okay? Because with the energies that have come out here in this reading, I feel like this wouldn't be a normal thing for this divine masculine, okay? So he is learning how to receive compassion, feel compassion, understand what compassion is, but he's able to do that because he's learned it from his divine feminine, okay? This undying love, is because after everything that's gone on, even through the most difficult times, this still remains. This feeling, this compassion, this love, this bond, this connection that he has with his divine feminine has never died, even through separation, right? And then be strong, right, is just the clarification of that strength card that came out. All of this is different energies. He's got so many people around him right now. He's not sure who to trust. He's not sure what to do. He's not sure where to go. He's not sure if he wants to be by himself or in his relationship, if he wants to come forward, if he wants to be selfish. He's praying. He's asking for guidance. He's wanting to give this offer. He's not sure if he's ready. I feel like he's scared. He may be feeling like, feeling a little bit crazy because he's like being pushed to move. But he doesn't want to move his feet. Like his feet are firmly planted wherever he is, but he's literally being pushed in a direction that he's not sure about, And he's been called to be strong, have strength, you know. And the divine masculine is so strong. He really is. And I don't even think that he realizes like the strength of his own power, like the things that he can really do if he set his mind to it, how awesome he could be. You know, it's almost like the feeling of a superhero. I'm like really into like superhero movies, even though I don't like read comics, but I'll watch the movies and, you know, I really enjoy them. And I just feel like the divine masculine has like these superhuman abilities that he hasn't even fully tapped into. And I feel like he's learning them and he's seeing them, and maybe something will happen that he's manifested, and he surprises himself, right? So now that he's tapping into his powers, he's like, I do want to be with the divine feminine, but I'm just learning all of these new things about myself, and I feel like I need to maybe get some people out of my life. I need to clear a path here with all the toxic energy and the people who don't really mean me any good, and they may even see the power and the strength of the divine masculine, but they just want to use him for it. You know, they don't want to help him at all. They want to help themselves. So he's like, I'll just keep it all for myself right now. I'll keep it all for myself. I'll hone my powers. And I'll worry about the love later, even though it's still there. I'll make an offer eventually. Okay? So the divine masculine is thinking about the divine feminine, but he's really focused on self right now. He's really focused on figuring out exactly who he is and exactly what it is that he can do. You know, he's tapping into his divinity. And I feel like, you know, he's in the middle of a really important process for his journey. So if this is you, or if this is your divine masculine, I would say keep sending that love, keep sending that healing energy, keep sending that compassion. Even if you're pissed with them, even if you can't stand them, even if you don't want to deal with them, love is eternal. And you can love someone from a distance, and you can pray for them, and, you know, pray for yourself. All right, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.